Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, this is not going to be that much of a rock hounding adventure, more like a rock picking up off the ground adventure, because it is literally everywhere. I am standing on a pile of obsidian. I am in Utah, outside of, well, you can kind of see it back there. That's the Mineral Mountains Pluton, and I'm standing on tons and tons of obsidian. So all of the black rocks here are all obsidian. So it's important to point out that this is public land, but it is Utah State Trust's land, which requires a permit to come and do any type of rock hounding on. And I will put details down below in the description box of this video on how you can go and get yourself a permit to come here. There's just a, I mean, it's like every black rock on your screen here is a piece of obsidian. So it doesn't really require a whole lot of energy to fill up a little pail. It's just, well, it's everywhere. I don't know how else to put it. It's not all just stuff that's really loose. There's some stuff that's in situ up here. And let's take you up here and show it to you. There's also something like living in the rocks. I don't quite know. I think obsidian is neat. I don't have a whole lot of use for obsidian from a lapidary perspective. Yeah, you can cut and polish it. People nap it, do all that type of stuff. It's not really my thing, but I get it. I get why people like it. You want to make some arrowheads. You want to make some stuff. Obviously, we're going to collect some. All right, check this out. A lot of this is perlite, and then you can see here, you have like the, I don't even know what you'd call that. It's like a perlite nodule. It's like a perlite nodule in the obsidian here. And then, yeah, something is like living in that crack there, and yeah, gross. Anyways, kind of cool to see. It just goes on and on and on and on. But yeah, standing on it.
I don't think we're the first people here since they graded this road, because I saw that one got moved.
Oh yeah.
And then this one's got a great big spot where something was.
Yeah, somebody scooped up something good there.
This one's cool. The obsidian still in the host rock.
Oh.
If that was smaller, I would grab it.
Well, let's kind of keep heading up here. So you can kind of see right there in the center of your screen, there's a geothermal plant right there. It's just kind of neat. There's a lot of, behind it, you can see some solar panels and wind power and all of that stuff. We should get at least one nice little chunky piece. We can put it outside.
I'm not sure about that one.
Piece is kind of fractured.
Keep it up there. We can come back. Go on.
That piece is too big.
Yeah, I don't know if we're carrying that one. Seems like it has a pattern, like lines in it. It's not just black.
Yeah. That one's, oh, that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good. That would fit my saw too.
Well, leave it on top of the road and we'll come back. Where did we look for obsidian in Utah before?
That was closer to the Sunstone Knoll.
Oh, here's one with some stuff in it. It wasn't as much as it is here. There was less. Oh, there's so many big pieces.
We're gonna fill our little bucket before we know it.
This piece.
Oh. Yeah, that one's got some good bugs in it.
Not big, but
we'll take it. It's hard to do one-handed. Yeah, we can take that.
Go put it with the other one.
Oh gosh. Our timing is pretty good. There's like fresh excavator tracks on this road. Right there, running up. So this is pretty superb timing, really.
Not that you'd have to work that hard even if they hadn't just done this.
Yes. I'm gonna take this.
You want that one?
Yeah. Yeah, so you got like, I believe that's perlite. Little pockets in it, which I think it makes for some interesting specimens, but it's not like snowflake. And I do think up here people have said snowflake, but they're just confused. Looks like the road just terminates up there, and we're kind of out of any obsidian. There's some pieces, but that could have also just been kind of fill from down low that was brought up in the road construction. So that's just the natural hillside, and it's just covered in obsidian. And then obviously the cut road has obsidian, and then as we cross, there's just more obsidian down here. And probably, I would assume if you went way down, there's just going to be more as it has sloughed over the years. So that's what we collected. Maybe we'll get some little pieces, because I got like 7 rocks here, and that shouldn't be too hard. Man, it's very different than some of the other places that we've experienced. It does remind me of Little Glass Butte, although Little Glass Butte has a ton of variety, and it seems like here you get black. You get black with some lines in it, and then you get black with little, I guess I'm gonna say nodules, but they might be like a spheroid. I'm not exactly sure. The little like perlite balls mixed up into it.
I don't know. Who knows? If we walked out there further.
Yeah,
Maybe
we're not
there's
doing that
more
though
variety.
today. But if you, at some point, come out here with your permit and you go tromp around and you find something interesting, please send me a photo. I love that. And photos like that, or my own photos, end up on the location listings for these places. And you can find those on currentlyrockhounding.com. I'm always surprised. So many people don't know about the website. But the website is like, that's like my thing. That's the thing, right? Like we make the videos and you subscribe. Hopefully you're subscribed. And that is a big part of it. However, the updates, right? Because it is a running log. So if I find a academic paper, if I take some cool photos later on, well, that's where they end up. Yeah, I always feel a little weird when we go to a place and it's just like, look down and it's there, because I feel like maybe it doesn't make for the most interesting, like adventure video, you know? But I do think it's valuable to still show stuff like this because, hey, like we just got done tromping around in the Mineral Mountains, and I understand that not everybody's capable of doing that, but most of you are probably capable of driving here and looking down. Speaking of driving somewhere and looking down, we're not fully done here. I'm going to show you something on the way out. Any obsidian thoughts?
I mean, just like any of the places, it just seems so abundant and so much space out here. Who knows?
I agree. So, stay tuned. We're not done yet.
We're almost there.
Okay, so if you follow the rules and you're a cheapskate and you don't want to give the government any money for a permit, what you're going to do is you're going to drive right right about, wait, what?
Right
I'll tell you.
Here.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna drive right here, and you're gonna get out. And you're gonna collect your obsidian here, because you don't wanna give them any money. So, yeah, there's just obsidian in here. Maybe it might be harder pressed to get the blocks, but it just goes on and on. Just obsidian. Kind of looks like there's some bigger blocks out there. And, you know, where they dig the telephone poles, power poles. Wait, I think those, I don't know what those are. Anyways, where they dig poles, there's usually a pile of rock near the base of them. And you can look there for some bigger pieces. But yeah, you know, just everything. Back from our little obsidian collecting adventure. And well, before we kind of really look at some of this material that we brought back, let's talk about the State Trust Lands Rockhound permit. I follow the rules as best as I can, and I recommend you do the same. This, though, I need to comment on it because it is extremely annoying the way you do this. Now, a good example of a good rockhounding permit, I think, is the Montana State Lands permit system. You buy it online, you print it out, and you're good. This is not that. This is not that at all. First off, you get this permit, you have to fill it out, and you have to put where you want to go rockhounding at. So for the area in question here, Township 27 South, Range 9 West, Section 2, the Salt Lake Principal Meridian, and you're going to be in Beaver County. You then mail this in with, I mailed in cash because I didn't know who to make the checkout to. But where do you mail it? Where do you mail it? You mail it to one of these 4 offices that I called and nobody knew what was going on. Eventually I figured out that it's the main office in Salt Lake, and I'm glad I called because you have to write "Attention Dorothy" on it. They then take your completed permit, they write a thing down here, and then scan it and then email it back to you. So you gotta have an email address. Email it back to you, and then you print it out and you have it with you. I hate that. I think it's stupid.
There's a lot of parts of that that seem unnecessary.
Yes.
And extra difficult.
I have it under good authority that the permit system in the state of Utah will be getting revamped, and it will no longer be stupid. Because,
and it's not the whole state.
Yeah. Currently, right now, as you watch this, when you're done here listening to us talk about this material, head on over to the community tab. There is a poll up asking if you have an understanding of range and township and how to convert it over to GPS. So you can go check that out, see what other people have to say. That's enough talk about the permit. This is the material we brought back. It's kind of like this lace obsidian, right? We got like this kind of like silvery sheen bands, whatever you want to call it, in it, which is kind of cool. And that's kind of, some of it's like this one where we have more pronounced, I guess, can we call it pronounced bands in it? And then some where it's a little more like fuzzy, hazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how that people
distinct.
People really get into the different types of obsidian. I have not.
No, I can't really see that one.
So that one's, I like that one. That one's really good.
Yeah.
Let me hold that up there. That one's pretty good. And lastly, these are just like a representation of what we found. This one, I think you found this.
Yeah.
So obsidian with gas bubbles that are filled with perlite. Perlite. Not so much of a lapidary use as this is. It's just like kind of cool. I mean, like, why not have like one little piece like this where you can be like, that's kind of neat that those are the same, you know? I'm all about like displaying stuff in a way that kind of does it justice. Like, have something weird, have a natural piece, have a cut and polished piece, and then you can kind of have like, I don't know. One of the first rock shop I went to was Ed's House of Gems. And in Ed's House of Gems, now in Portland, which is now no longer, there was like a little step-by-step of like rough, cut, polished, you know, cab preform. Like it was like all the stages of it. And there's something about that I just really liked. And I try to do my own little version of it now.
Yeah, it's cool to see the whole thing and what it looks like when we found it and what you can make it into.
I think there should almost be a different name other than rockhounding for this. Because it's not like,
not a rock.
you know, like, well, mineraloid.
Yeah.
But I'm mostly talking about like the sheer abundance. You know, it's more like going and just like driving right up and like picking stuff up and putting it in a bucket, which is not the same.
There wasn't much hounding.
You talk. Let me grab some water real quick.
This one's big. They're not dirty, it's just a coating on it. That doesn't do much. It reflects the light more. Looks about the same.
Yeah, it does. Well, any last words, Sarah? Do you like it out there?
Yeah, we'll have to go back. Now we got this permit, we need to take full use of it and go back to the one spot where we're permitted to rockhound on state trust lands.
Yeah, you still have to follow BLM guidelines of the 25 pounds plus one piece per person per day up to 250 pounds per year. So let's go get our 250 pounds before the new year and then it resets.
Is the permit only good for the calendar year?
No, it doesn't reset.
Is it how long?
I don't know how
good for? How long is this good for?
Oh, the permit is good for a year, but I guess our permit amount is not tied to that. It's probably calendar. Yeah, who knows? Let's go do some more collecting. Well, let's head back there and get some more.
Should actually work a little harder than just looking in the road.
Yes, yeah, we should do that. Well, if you would like your very own Don't Lick Rocks sticker for your water bottle because licking rocks is stupid and you shouldn't do it, you can head on over to Currently Rockhounding, go to the donation portion of the page, and then I send those out to anybody that donates at least $5 to the Currently Rockhounding project, which is helpful. So, thanks everybody. I will catch you in the next video.